Gemini, hello. Welcome to your weekly intuitive reading. I hope that you are doing well, and please disregard the red eyes. I do not have black eyes. I have been trying to heal from we believe it to be a chemical burn to both eyes and the face. Some form of allergic reaction to a toxic substance in the air that I was exposed to. We'll just leave it at that. Anyway, I just happened to notice how bright they were. I hope that you are doing well. This is a message for sun, moon, or rising in the sign of Gemini. These are general readings, so take what resonates for you. And let's get going here, Gemini. Let's see what you're learning and what you're experiencing on your life path. We are wrapping up some pretty big, hefty cycles here with Pluto, Saturn, both at the very last critical degrees of the signs that they are in. Saturn still in Aquarius at 29 degrees and Pluto still in Capricorn at 29 degrees. We'll be shifting and moving into the next sign. Saturn will be moving in just a few days. Pluto in the next week or so, or two. First card out for you, Gemini, is imagination. I embrace and nourish the creative aspect of my mind. Well, that's quite the interesting card to come out, Gemini. I love this. You may have been getting sparks of creativity through your imagination. Your creative sparks are influencing you right now. Maybe you're getting inspired. It's beautiful. And pay attention to how that feels within you. Loneliness did want to come out, and of course it did. I know that I am never alone. Two parts with imagination. Sometimes you do prefer to be alone when you're in this creative element and state. On the flip side, you may feel like you're alone in an aspect of your life that you're really not. So let's keep going. Balance at the bottom. Wanted to peek itself out here. There could be just a challenge or something internally that you're going through that you feel alone in that situation. Happiness at the bottom here. It says, I am aware that being happy means that I am on the right path. Let's see what flew out here. Oh, we have two. Patience and service. Well, Taurus got the same message for this one. That's interesting. Okay. So there is something within your creative element that is natural to you, that you're feeling inspiration, and it is of some form of service that you just naturally can give. Something that you're naturally good at. Be patient with how that comes to fruition. Things are, I accept that everything happens in divine order for patience. Service, I feel good when I can help others. So, all right, that's beautiful. We'll dive a little deeper into this. Peace. I love that too, Gemini. Fell under imagination for imagination. So when you're in that creative element of your imagination, you are at peace. You're in your zone. I love that. Why is loneliness here for Gemini? Oh, risk-taking in relationship. Okay. So, Gemini, in your imagination, you're flowing in your zone and in a peaceful place, yet somewhere along the line to actually execute and get out of the imagination into an actual experience for you. It feels risky. It's bringing up a fear within you, or some doubt, or like self-judgment, being very critical about yourself. And then we have relationship, which always starts first and foremost with your relationship to yourself. But you may also feel like you might feel alone in this situation, because whatever fear is coming up, you're feeling like nobody else is going to relate or understand that. Or at least within your current relationships, they're not going to understand this deep-seated fear that comes up within you, that you may want to have some companionship to help work through whatever that is, and you find yourself feeling very alone in that situation. But know that you are never alone. We have service twice here, Gemini. Service with service and patience. That's falling below happiness. We have uniqueness and legacy. Be patient with yourself. You're learning something about yourself and your gifts, your talents, as well as your fears, and maybe the narrative that goes on in your mind that is linked to your childhood, your maybe unmet needs of yours from childhood on up. But this speaks of your legacy, what message, what you'll be remembered by when you're no longer on this planet, what you can leave to your children or to other children of the planet when you're no longer here. This has to do with your service. I feel good when I can help others. Be patient. I accept that everything happens in divine order. But this is in your happy place. When you're in your element, in your zone, your gifts, your talents, your skills that are natural to you, that is in your flow, you're in your happy place. You got service with happiness, service with legacy, and patience. Let's keep going here. So there's just something that you're working through right now, so that you can clear and free yourself to be of service. First, you want to understand yourself a little bit more as to what is blocking you, or what is holding you in, and it has to do with this risk. It's holding you back, or it has been holding you back. I don't feel like you're really holding yourself back right now, but there's a pause, and you kind of feel alone in that pause, or a void of some sort. So let's see if we can dive deeper into this. For Gemini. Yeah, look at that. Imagination, 7 of flames. Again, using your energy, working your magic, your power. You're just in the flow. Look at that. It's that magical dance that we do with the energy. It just comes naturally to you. You're in a place of peace when you're in this imagination. Embrace and nourish the creative aspects of your mind. Did another one flip over? No? Okay. Yeah. Yet there's something that you're worried about. There's something that is bothering you, Gemini, when it comes to taking a risk and putting yourself out there and actually putting your imagination into reality, into an experience. You're afraid of other people's opinions, first of all, but you're also afraid of maybe failure, of loss, not being good enough, letting somebody down, letting yourself down. There's a fear there, and it's really, it's something you want to take a deeper look at within yourself, Gemini, which you might be doing already, currently. This is most likely why you need to have patience, why things do happen in divine order, because when you're ready, and you'll know it. Right now, you're still in the aspects of the creative aspects of your mind, in the imagination, and it's got you in a peaceful place. There might be some pressure being put on you. And maybe you're putting that pressure on yourself to be so-called perfect, or, you know, whatever it is that we get programmed and conditioned by television and movies and commercials, and everything's got to look a certain way and be a certain way, right? The Tower. Ooh, transition. And the Lovers. This all has to do with you really getting in touch with yourself, Gemini. Deeply in touch with yourself. The Tower. So you're getting some real big, deep realizations about yourself, about maybe how disconnected you have been from your true inner essence. The Lovers. Now, this could also be related to another connection that you have with someone, a deep soul connection. But I'm not reading that this way. This is with service and patience and legacy and uniqueness. This is about your true essence. You may have kept yourself small for a very long time. Maybe you were never, maybe you came from a big family and you weren't, you know, you had other siblings that were like, had big energies, or whatever it is for you. You are going through this transition right now, and it's deep. It's very deep. It's big for you. The Star below that, so there's a lot of healing going on too, and this again has to do with your true happiness and the service, the natural service that you have the ability to give. But there's something within that's, you know, a part of you that's not on board all the way yet. And it's like, no, I'm not good enough yet. I'm not there yet. I'm not ready yet. But why? Something's happened. This could be pressure from outside influences or sources that are really cracking you open so that you can dive deeper into the reasons why, and maybe find some fragmented parts of yourself that you weren't aware, you know, that were still playing a big part in your life by trying to keep yourself safe, but it's really keeping yourself small. Yep. Yet deep inside, you know, it feels good. You know that you're good enough. You do know this. You want to get in touch with that part of you that's telling you that you're not, or that it's not safe to be. There's a fear there. And then you get hard on yourself. Then you get down on yourself. Don't do that, Gemini. You're seeing the duality within you, and your sign is all about duality. Oh, that's a lot. Let's see what we got here. Crown chakra, suffering in silence. Prosperity begins, rejoice in celebration. Yeah. A lot of this imagination, this creative aspect, is actually being channeled through your crown chakra. It's beautiful energy, but it's also showing you you've got that gut feeling that you're not expressing it. You're not expressing it because there's a relationship you have here that is not understanding you, and so you're suffering in silence about this. The seed's already planted, Gemini. And you do have people, you have someone, there's two hands here that's working together. You have assistance, you have support here. Know that. And this support comes from people that you trust, that you already celebrate life with. Family, friends. And none of us are the same. I think that you're already assuming that this relationship that you're in with someone is not going to understand how risky it feels to you to actually execute what is in your imagination currently. Yeah, you're in your head way too much, Gemini. Way too much. And it's kind of, it's diffusing the imagination energy that is so potent and powerful and beautiful. Mental conflict. It is important to understand yourself and what it is in the mind that's telling you, that's causing this angst, this stress, this anxiety. But not to let the mind run the show. Drop into your heart. Drop into your inner knowing. Get to know yourself deeper, Gemini. And love all of yourself. All of your parts. Even the parts that's scared. That's the part that needs the most love and support. Rest. Rejuvenate. Oh, temptation. Link to the devil. Temptation is when we start going backwards. When we start going back into old patterns, old familiar ways, because it's something we already know, it's safe, or it's, our mind is telling us it's safe. Take some time to rest, rejuvenate your energy. There's no need to force anything, even though you may feel pressured right now. Be patient. Things are going to work out. And open up to somebody. There are people here for you. You have to recognize that. I feel like you're afraid that you're not going to be understood and maybe even made fun of. I get that. So let's get some advice for you, Gemini, to wrap this up. Please don't forget to click that thumbs up, that like button for me if you like the video. I greatly appreciate it. And if you're not subscribed, please subscribe. I also greatly appreciate all of you who have taken the time to subscribe and to like the videos. That truly has helped the channel grow and evolve, and other people can get access to the messages easier as well. So thank you, thank you. All right, here's your advice, Gemini. Let's see what comes out for you. The blue flame, spontaneous awakenings, activation, integration time. Wow. Yeah, you're going through quite the change right now. You're going through a transition, like I said. So let's see what this says in the book. All right. This is a card of awakening and energetic upgrades. Perhaps you're going through a period of spontaneous awakening, receiving visions and having experiences that are out of the ordinary. In the West, little is known about the process of spontaneous awakenings, and it can feel very scary when we're going through it alone. Elsewhere, they can be seen as auspicious experiences, with those going through them being treated with tender care. The blue beings are thought to be activating beings with great potential for healing and upgrading our cellular structures. They appear in moments of extreme awakening, activating a physical Kundalini awakening and deep cellular and DNA healing. Many people glamorize the awakening process. However, in reality, it's much messier and more difficult than most of us believe. We must first let go of what we think we know for sure and how we make sense of the world. This isn't easy. The awakening process, even when it's spontaneous, takes a considerable amount of time to integrate. And awakening without integration can leave us feeling very ungrounded. If you're in the midst of an awakening, the process never ends, by the way. Treat this time as deeply sacred and give yourself ample space to ground and integrate the extreme changes you're going through. Wow. Yeah, I totally see that, Gemini. You are going through quite the awakening, an activation, your imagination, your crown chakra. You're getting a lot of beautiful energy in there, and you are feeling it. There's just an aspect of you, and you want to get in touch with that aspect of you that's fearful of it and not trusting and fearful of where it's taking you. It's time to just relax, rest and rejuvenate, allow what's happening to guide you and take you to the next phase of your life. So this is what I have for you this week, Gemini. I hope this was helpful for you. I'm sending you out so much love. Take care. Bye.